Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of Everyday Life. Excuse me. If you're new to my channel, I like you all. I'm Aspie, and I hope that for whatever reason you have landed on my page today, you'll find something of value and use to you and of comfort to you. And hopefully we learn something along the way. I do mental health and awareness. This is sharing my life stories with Aspergers Syndrome and the like, along with basically also to go about sharing my life stories, or shall we say words of encouragement to all, so that we can basically get on with our everyday lives. So as people to my attention, as I said before, basically at this point in time, I'm trying to do as much mental health series. This is my Aspergers Syndrome series to get them up and running for you guys if you want to have these. Also, let me know if there's anything that you may want to see or hear about. So, comment below. Don't forget to smash the like button to show that you're engaging and you're liking these content that I'm sharing with you all, because some of this that I bring out is obviously of value and use to me as well as maybe for others around us. So it has been put to my attention and said that this one's going to be broken into 3 parts of the how to tell if someone is bipolar. This is the last part of it, obviously, and that in this one it's going to be part 3, supporting your loved one. Just to put a disclaimer as always out there though, I'm no medical professional, I'm just a normal everyday Joe Bloss. So if you see any warning signs and symptoms prior to what I've shared from before or now, do seek professional help for yourself or your loved one, because I don't forever condone self-harm for anyone, because I want you guys to feel safe and happy. So let's begin this. As we know, basically, as I said before, that there are some signs to look out for, and there are many types of bipolar disorders out there, as I've clearly addressed. And also, in a long time of it all, though, you've got to understand that, for number one, that bipolar is a lifelong illness. It never goes away. It will never go away. It will be with that person for life. Don't expect a magic fix just like that. You need to just be as supportive as possible. So a combination of medication and therapy can greatly benefit your loved one that is going through this bipolar episode. With treatment, many people with bipolar disorder experience significant improvement in their function and their moods. However, there's no cure for bipolar disorder. As I said, you can't wave the magic wand and abracadabra be gone. And sometimes some symptoms may reoccur throughout one's life though. So stay patient with your loved one as they go through their episodes, be it manic, be it depressive, whatever it may be in these bipolar episodes. Number 2, ask how you can help the person. Particularly during depressive episodes, the world may feel overwhelming to a person with bipolar disorder. Ask the other person what would be helpful to them. You can even offer suggestions if you have a sense of what is most affecting your loved one. A classic example, you would say something like, it seems like you've been feeling very stressed lately. Would it be helpful if I babysit your kids and gave you an evening of me time? If the person has been experiencing major depression, however, offer pleasant distraction. Don't treat the person as fragile or unapproachable or what have you, just because they have this illness. If you notice that your loved one has been struggling with depressive symptoms mentioned elsewhere as in this video, don't make a big deal out of it. Just say something like, I notice you seem to be feeling down this week. Would you like to go to the movies with me? Or, I notice you seem to be feeling down this week. Would you like to go to the park with me? Number 3, keep track of symptoms. Keeping track of your loved one's symptoms can help in several ways. First and foremost, it can help you and your loved one learn of the warning signs of the mood episode when it approaches. It can help provide helpful information also for a doctor or physician or even a mental health professional. It can also help you to learn the potential triggers for manic or depressive episodes while your loved one's going through this. Warning signs of mania include sleeping less, feeling high or excitable, increased irritability, restlessness, and increase in the person's activity level. Warning signs of depression include fatigue, disturbed sleeping patterns, sleeping more or less, difficulty focusing or concentrating, lack of interest in things the person usually enjoys, social withdrawal, and changes in appetite. The Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance Group has a personal calendar for tracking these symptoms. It may be helpful to you and your loved one to use this Common triggers for mood episodes may include the following: stress, substance abuse, and sleep deprivation. Number 4, ask whether your loved one has taken their medication. Some people may benefit from a gentle daily reminder, particularly if they are experiencing a manic episode in which they become fitful or even just forgetful. The person may also believe they are feeling better, and so they decide to stop taking the medication. Help your loved one stay on track, but don't sound too accusative or nagging. For example, a gentle statement such as, "Have you taken your medication today?" is fine. If your loved one says they're feeling better, you might find it helpful to remind them about the benefits of the medication. Example here: glad to hear that you're feeling better. I think part of that is that your medication is working. It's not a good idea though to stop taking it if it's working for you, right? It can take several weeks for certain medications to work, to kick into action, to do what it's supposed to do the work. So have patience if your loved one's symptoms don't seem to be improving at all. Number 5, encourage the person to stay healthy. In addition to regularly taking prescribed medication and seeing a therapist, staying physically healthy can help reduce symptoms of bipolar disorders. People with bipolar disorders are at a higher risk of obesity. Encourage your loved one to eat well, get regular moderate exercise, and keep a good sleep schedule on hand. People with bipolar disorders often report unhealthy eating habits, including not eating regular meals or eating unhealthy foods, possibly because of being on a low income after the onset of this illness. Encourage your loved one to eat a balanced diet of fresh fruit and vegetables, complex carbs such as beans and whole grains, and lean meats and fish. Consuming omega-3 fatty acids may help protect against bipolar symptoms. Some studies have clearly suggested omega-3s, especially those found in cold fish, helps decreases depression. Fish such as salmon and tuna, and vegetarian foods such as walnuts and flax seeds are good sources of omega-3. Number 6, encourage your loved one to avoid too much caffeine. Caffeine may trigger unwanted symptoms in people with bipolar disorder, so therefore do keep on the lookout. Number 7, encourage your loved one to avoid alcohol. People with bipolar disorder are 5 times more likely to abuse alcohol and other substances than those without the disorder. Alcohol is known as a depressant and can trigger a major depressive episode. It can also interfere with the effects of some prescription medications. Regular moderate exercise, especially aerobic exercise, may help improve mood and overall functioning of people with bipolar disorder. It's important to encourage your loved one to exercise regularly. People with bipolar disorder often report poor exercise habits. Number 8, care for yourself too. Friends and families of people with bipolar disorder need to make sure that they can take care of themselves as well. You can't support your loved one if they're so exhausted and stressed out. It will make the matter worse. Studies have clearly shown that if a loved one is stressed out, a person with bipolar disorder may have more difficulty sticking to their treatment plan. Caring for yourself directly helps your loved one too. A support group may also help you to learn to cope with your loved one's illness. The Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance offers an online support group and local support groups and peers. The National Alliance on Mental Illness also has a variety of programs. Number 9, make sure that you get enough sleep. Eat well and get regular exercise. Keeping these healthy habits in check may also encourage your loved ones to stay healthy too with you. 10, take actions to reduce your stress. In order to know this, you need to know your limits and ask others for help when you need it. Don't be forever stubborn and just think you can take the world on your own. You may find that activities such as meditation or yoga can be helpful in reducing these feelings of anxiety. Number 11, watch for suicidal thoughts or actions. Suicide is very real for people with bipolar disorder. People with bipolar disorder are more likely to consider or attempt suicide than people with major depression. If your loved one makes references to suicide, even casually seek immediate help. Don't promise to keep these thoughts or actions secret, however. If the person is in immediate danger of harm, forever call an emergency service. Suggest that your loved one call a suicide hotline or what have you. There are many help out there readily available for people with mental health disorders. Number 12, reassure your loved one that you love them and that you believe their life has meaning, even if they may not seem that way to the person right now. Don't tell your loved one to feel a certain way. The feelings are real, they can't change, and instead of focus on the actions that the person can control. For example, I can tell this is hard for you, and I'm glad you're talking to me about it. Keep talking, because I'm here for you, no matter what. So this quickly ends a short brief how to tell someone is bipolar part 3. Give me delightful thumbs up, support, and engagement. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to follow me on my weekly journey on this and more, and to get to know me more as a person. Feel free to turn on the notification bell so you can keep up to date when I post. Feel free to also share these videos around to family and friends. Don't forget to follow me on my social media sites as well, because I try to post on them daily as much as possible of what's going down with me and whatnot. So enough with you guys. Thanks for supporting. Well done. Do what you like.